This is Mr. Lehman creating a single photo app. So in Xcode I opened up a new project. I called it Single Photo App 19 for the year 2019. I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to click Create, and I'm going to wait for Xcode to open the project. And again, I'm letting Xcode do its thing. Okay, I'm going to open up the main storyboard of the project, and I'm going to go up to the library and search for an image view, and I'm going to drag an image view to the main storyboard. I'm just going to go ahead and expand the image view to take up the entire screen. And you can see down in the bottom I'm currently working on an iPhone 8. So I'm just increasing the size of the image view to take up the entire screen of the iPhone 8. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to put a picture into my assets folder. So again, on my main storyboard, I have my image view, and in my assets folder, I need to get a picture. So for this, I'm just going to simply go and find a picture, something that I feel like displaying, which right now, I guess for all purposes, can be the robot. So I need to get this robot to the assets folder. And so I'm going to drop this in the assets folder. I'm going to try to figure out what my error is. It says it does not have a valid extension. So I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to drop it in there, and once I change the name robot to robot.jpg to a JPEG file, I got rid of that error. And now on my main storyboard, in my image view, under the attributes, I can select the robot. Now obviously, that's a pretty weird looking picture right now because the scale is messed up, and you can see my current mode is scale to fit. And again, if I choose aspect fit, or I choose a different way to show the picture, it will keep it in proportion, the width and the height of the picture. And even though my image view was the entire screen, it's only showing the part of the image that fits the image view, so that the aspect ratio fits. And so now it looks correct. Again, I'll go back to scale to fit, and again it's changing the proportions of the image, and it doesn't look right. And so again, you can mess around with those. And so now I've created a simple app that I've got an image view, I got an image in the image view, and so again, it's not the most profound app, but again, we're trying to learn how do I get an image into the assets, How do I get an image to display in an image view? And if I run this app, again, it's not a very profound app, it's a very simple app, but again, I'm letting the simulator open up this app. And you can see I'm actually running it on an iPhone XR, and I created it on an iPhone 8, but I'm now running the image on an iPhone XR. I'm waiting for the simulator to open up. You can see the single photo app. It's an app on the simulated iPhone, and after a couple seconds you can see that the screen comes up. Now it's slightly off center because once again I created it on an iPhone 8 and opened it up on an iPhone XR, and the screen sizes are slightly different, and so that is something that we'll talk about in the future. How do I get this to match up totally? I will go back to Xcode, and since I created it on an iPhone 8, I'll go ahead and choose iPhone 8 and rerun it on an iPhone 8 to show you that the screen size of an iPhone 8 is different than the screen size of an iPhone XR. I've created this on an iPhone 8, and so now I'm waiting for my iPhone 8 to open up this image. The image should fit the whole screen. And again, in the future, we'll talk about how do we add constraints and how do we add code to make our app be interchangeable and fill the whole screen regardless of an iPhone 8, iPhone 10, iPhone XR, you name it. We'll get to that in the future, but here you can see that it now fills the whole screen. And so this is our simple single photo app that we can create a simple app, one page with an image icon, with an image view in it, and we load the image into the image view.